it's really important for you to know how to get clear with your culture and the values that you uphold in your company. So how do you find out? Here it goes. So hey guys, welcome to the Maresa Ng official channel where we help businesses to grow. So I've got 4 strategies for you for how you find out what your culture is. Yeah, and number 1, and my favorite, know what ex-employees are saying about your company. Know what ex-employees are saying. Have you had a chat with employees that have left your company? Oh, wow. You know, why these conversations are so important is because when you sit down with them and you have a cup of coffee with them, you know, they have nothing to lose. So they don't want to keep their job with you. They don't have to tiptoe around with other people that might get upset, but they will tell you the truth. Yeah. So a lot of people, when I say, hey, you know, do you know what your ex-employees are saying? Yeah. I do exit interview. You know, exit interview is that instance, the immediate instance when they have tendered their resignation. It's probably their last day, and you talk to them. Exit interviews are more often than not gonna result in one response: I had a better offer somewhere else. I mean, if you've done exit interviews, for you, kudos. But I'm not just talking about exit interviews. I'm talking about after this ex-employee has been working somewhere else, been drenched in another culture, had some opportunity to compare your workplace environment and their new workplace environment, and then you catch up with them after 6 months or 12 months, and you go, hey, I want to ask you some questions and I want you to be really completely honest with me. You know, how was it like working in this company and versus anywhere else that you've worked? They will probably have more input for you. So not just exit interviews, but also catch up with them after a while and see what they say. That's going to be a very good indication for your culture. Number 2 is a really fun one. Yeah, how do you establish a culture in your business? Round up all your employees, put them in a room, run some games, brainstorm the culture together. Ask every employee, what do you think is important around here for us to be successful with our customers, for us to deliver good work? You know, what are the values that are important? You know, get them putting some mahjong paper up, and then they're writing things down, and then, you know, set it up. There's no right and wrong, but you're hearing from your employees, people that have been in your business for many years, people that have been in business for a couple of months. You know, you can hear what they say, because do remember, people that have not been around for a while, they have a fresh set of perspective that some of the older guys may not be able to see. So brainstorm it and do it with your team. I've got some caution for you. These sorts of sessions are better done by a third party. If you're the kind of boss, again, I'm not sure what type of boss are you. Are you feared? Are you revered? Are you okay? Whatever the type of boss that you are, more often than not, these sessions are better done by a third party. So if you do want a business professional to come and help you, you may be able to get better results there, okay? But I do encourage you as the boss to do these kinds of brainstorms of the culture with your employees. Number 3, do a survey. Now this is really straightforward. You know, I know a lot of people that have done it, but when you do a survey with your current employees, ask them good questions. Do a survey that reaches out to your current customers. Ask your customers, how do you feel working with our business? What are the values do you think we exhibit? Ask your suppliers, people that have worked with you for a very long time. Ask these groups of people, but get some data so that they can also offer some input, and they probably can see something that you don't see. And number 4, and this is one of my favorite, I call it team exercises. You know, do stuff with your team. Yeah, doing stuff with your team, having them outside of the work environment. You know, you're not in the office with your cubicles and your phones and your computer. You know, take them outside, take them to the park, do run stuff. You know, over here at Action Coach, we play leverage game, and our employees are playing leverage game with business owners. But you know, you can see how they play. You know. Even an Action Coach, at one instance we've got our team doing exercises over at a fitness coaching company called Get Active, which was within the neighborhood in Solaris, And we got everybody doing some exercise, and we could see how everybody were responding to the exercises. You know, did they create excuses, or were they challenging each other? Come on, you can do it, you know? And you can see different sides of your employee that helps you to see what some of the cultures are as well. Because this is important for one thing, gang. This is one very important thing. You have to create instances where you can see your employees do and not hear what they say. Yeah, when you hear what they say, it's always designed. But when you see them do their actions, right, and when you sit back as a third party and you observe these things, sometimes you get to see more than actually hear what they say. Yeah, so this is really crucial. So gang, creating a culture is really, really critical. It doesn't matter if you have 2 people, 200 people, or 2,000 people. Culture is important. Remember, culture eats strategy for breakfast. So if you have big plans, you know, in the next 5 to 10 years of growing, it's gonna come from your people. It's not gonna come from connection, network, product, the awesomeness of your equipment, and it's just gonna come from people that will help you to execute that plan and go that distance with you. All right, so remember, 200, 2,000 people, get your culture going. Guys, I've also left you a gift, a small little thing that will help you, a checklist. I've got a checklist of questions that you can ask your team, yeah, on how to determine the culture. Now, I did not go through that inside here because it's really self-explanatory. Just hit the description button at the bottom and download your checklist and start asking these questions, because you'll be surprised the kinds of responses that you get. All right, guys, I also want to invite you to this. If you're not already a subscriber, you're not already subscribed to the Maresa Ng official channel on this YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button. When you hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell. The bell icon means that every time I create a new video, you're gonna be notified. You're gonna be informed of all the best stuff that comes out from our Action Coach office or from myself, as we create lots of material to help entrepreneurs forward. Yeah, and remember this, guys, it's all about a great business and a great life, because being in business is about having more life. Take care, and I'll see you next week.